Welcome back, friends, into the 3D Max 2015 V-Ray preset materials second part of that video. So, and I'm going to talk about the detail of the how to apply the V-Ray material, how to use them, how to use the increase and decrease the value of bumps, glossiness, and whatever. So, I'm going to here open a scene which is like a farmhouse. It's just like cartoonish little bit, but you can see it. It has a light. It looks pretty good, but for now I'm not going to use it, the light one. So I could hide it or I could delete it, so I could put it later if I like. It's a skylight, so I have to delete it so I could see it clearly. The next thing what I'm going to do is to open my material library, same method we used to do. Maybe here I did not let's see which is my default render system. It should be vray. If I am going to apply for the vray materials, vray advanced, okay. I don't need to be set another other values. I just going to show you how to give the bumps and glossiness into the vray preset materials. So next thing is the same, that open the material editor and click on that after selecting the slot and click on material library, select the material. So I have already selected. So what I need, I just need to paint that all the my scene. So what I need, for example, there is a plane. I need to select a grass material for it. For example, that is my head, to use some grass. So I could select go to the catalog, because I have installed the vray volume 1. So I'm going to open the archshader volume 1. So I'm here in the PDF. I am going to search for grass. So let's see if it's give me grass. Okay, it has given me grass 01. So what I'm going to do next is go to here. Let's see if I have already selected grass. No, I have not. So just go to that arrowhead down and click on it, and then open material library. Next one, you are going to go to your 3D Max 2015 installed folder. Click on file, Max 2015, and then same thing you are going to go to folder mat libs, and then archshader, and then going to select on our grass. Okay, so I have to find in which areas grass I can find, and grass where could be, I guess in other. So I have to select other. Okay, and which one is grass? Grass is like about grass 01 is okay. Here is grass 01. I'm going to select it, click on OK. I have, because I have already selected that I have applied already material on it, like an empty slot, as I have just selected the grass is just simply applied on it. You could I could undo it. For example, I apply this material, okay, and then select the plane again, and then the slot of grass material, and then assign the material to selection again, and I can show standard material in viewport also. I can see it in the perspective mode. So here I can change the values of it. For example, I could see that it's not like bumpy, it's like a plain picture. So what I'm going to do, it's maps, just on the here in the show and results. I could go to the down, just slide the bar down, and then you can see here displacement and bump values. It has given its nothing into bump, but it has given something, some picture. It has applied some, selected some picture in the grass tab. So what I'm going to do, I could increase the values, so it will give it some displace. Okay, so it will look like little ground. I could also give it some bump. I could just copy this picture to bump also. Yes, copy. I could increase the value of bumpy, so it would be little more look like not plain picture. It will look like a little bit something coming out of ground, like same like grass. Maybe it's looking like plastic grass, but it's okay. Just like example, you will learn in the advanced course of this tutorials, that how to make the real materials, or how to look real video materials. So it's just like an example for you. Okay, here let's look over. Okay, I have applied that cross to the plane. So next one is I'm going to apply some material on that walls and some other stuff. For example, I will choose that these planks, boundary planks. So I'm going to use some planks material to it. So next one I'm going to open that catalog and find some wood material. So let's see, for example, I have seen that wood materials available here in the volume of vray volume archshader volume 1. So I'm going to select an empty slot and then click on standard, and I have to go to my 3D Max folder where I have installed that vray materials, program files, Autodesk 215, and then go to Matlabs folder, archshaders. Then here I saw the wood material. Okay, we'll open all the wood material which are available in this volume. I'm going to medium icon, do the medium icon. So whichever catch your eye, whichever material you catch your eye, you can apply to these planks. For example, this one looks like boundary, wooden plank boundary. Okay, I'm going to select on it 07. Next one, simple, just assign the material to that and show in the I think these have missed. So I'm going to select on it, and again it looks pretty good, like it looks like a real wooden planks. I could change its value, go to UVW map, so you can apply the UVW map modifier, so you can change the size and distance of planks. You can also change its bump so it looks more woody. So how you gonna do it? Just go on the on this flat, just go down on the map tab, and here you see the map bump option. Just it's saying about 30, so you want to decrease. You can open it in either window by double clicking on the material, and then see how the bump is effect when you increase its value. Like it just looks like it's not a plain figure, like it's like something real material, like it's something like woody, like have more frictional material, not like plain smooth material. So how much value I increase it, just show me its bump. So I could increase it to about 100 or something, where I'm satisfied, wherever I'm satisfied. For example, this would look like this, look more woody. It will show it factor when I render it more good. Now I could also change this value. For example, here is the option of glossiness or roughness, whatever. So I'm going to select the other one. For example, here see that the walls are catching reflection, this one. So what I'm going to do, because of it's selecting all the building, if I select all this, so the next one I'm going to do is how to select that the face of that wall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert it to editable poly, and then I'm going to select this face one by one, where I want to paint that whole wall. Okay, just simply click on control, holding the control button, and keep select all the polygon of that wall. Okay, here I have selected all the front of that wall, and the same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to modify material editor, and for example, I just only apply that material on it, and later I'm going to add some material in it. I have applied in it, and the standard. For example, now this time I'm going to apply some wall material like on it. So let's see if I find something interesting here, or I could use which I have already in my material editor. Okay, just decrease this because it's slowing down my PC speed. I have already wall material, for example. Which one looks good to give you good idea. Okay, here I have pretty much wall material, which are like brick masonry. I'm going to select on it. It's like wall 666. Okay, so you can all see here it has already applied on it. So what I'm going to do, I could because it looks like not like bricks, it looks like stone size, like bigger stone size, like using the pyramid. So I'm going to change its size of it by, because I have already selected that into the polygon. What I'm going to do, apply and modify on this polygon. So go to modify list, then click U. So you will here see the UVW map. Just apply it because it's you can see it's like shape is spoiled. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change its this radio checkbox to box. So pretty good. Now I'm going to choose the value of how much what is the length of break, and what is the height of break or depth. So the next one I'm going to do, if you have using into the scale, if your object scale is same like in real world, so you can use the real world values. But here I just will give the values which looks good. For example, if I decrease its width, it is going to uh, decrease the width of the bricks, and then next one is height. So it looks like so it depends on you that how you see that how much bricks you want to see in your wall. So I think I must decrease height little bit more, so it looks like about real wall. Okay, I could decrease this width also. I think that's pretty much good, but maybe you have seen something like it's looking good, looking pretty much like wall, like real wall, but I could change some values to give it more realistic view. So what I'm going to do on that selected material slot, I could change it some values, like for example I could go to the bump value and decrease the bump. It has already pretty much good bump, but I could give it more, so the mortar area or joint area looks much detailed. I could also change the displays of it. Okay, I think that's pretty much good. So the next one, so that's the same method you could apply for that roof. Okay, I have selected, go to apply some roof material on it. For example, apply that empty slot and then select material in it. For example, okay, well, I think I have to plug in the charger to my laptop. Okay, the next one, like for example, it should be like this one, I think, the red one, or I know, because I have selected something wrong. So I'm going to Control Z. So I make pretty much sure where I'm going to actually apply my material on. For example, select one by one, key, and then apply. Go to select that material. Okay, just not looking good. Maybe I have applied same material on other, that's why. So I go to others, empty slot, and then I try to apply the material on it. So here it looks pretty cool now. And then other one also same, showing the material. And now some door or glass, you could also use the glass door too. I have left something like here, it should be also like wooden. And the next thing, whatever you like, it should be also like, go to some other, try some other materials also. Keep no, not here. I think we must go back and select some other materials. For example, I go for this wall. For example, for this bench, I could use the same material, but I think I must apply some other wood material. For example, this one looks pretty much awesome. Okay, apply on it, looking cool. You could choose apply modifier list and apply UVW map on it to change the value of whatever, how you like. You could decrease the length, so, or width. Okay, it doesn't depend much affecting on it. You could increase its pump value to 100 or something to give it more realistic structure mode. Okay, the next one will, for example, remain the, you want to apply the glass, go back to material, the whole key, go back to select material option, open material library, see program file, attacks, so now I'm going to apply some material glass. So I have to find the glass where, okay, here it is, glass material. Because glass material is pretty much like transparent, so it will not be show maybe, but I have to find the glass which is not much clear, which is just like something like can be viewable in the in that scene. Okay, which is just like not so clear. I think everyone is clear, but except this one or this one. It's glass N1. Okay, go to N1. Read the name of it, class 121. Glass 121. Okay, here it is. So it's pretty much like invisible. I could decrease its opacity, so I could decrease its refraction values, so it looks like not clear. It looks like something like viewable in the viewport. For example, I select this, I have to select the windows of it by same what I'm going to do. Okay, click on it. I'm going to select this Windows class. Okay, pretty much good. I'm going to apply on it, same thing. So here I can see I have applied. You can play with its values to change the its change its mm, opacity or whatever you like. So it depends on you, like how you select the your object and how do you apply the material on it. So it depends on you. Yes, you have to have a little sense that how you can select your objects and just need to take care which slot you have applied on it. So I have selected some frame of that windows and applied some material on it also. Okay, looking pretty much good. Okay, try this one also. Okay, so it's all like it depends on your selection, or if you have made different layers, it's very easy to apply not by one, but you can apply by selecting that object only. For example, this is a different object. The next thing I'm going to apply, for example, I'm going to apply some metal on metal material on this pipe. So I'm going to go on my material library and just select an empty slot, standard, open material library, and go to C program files, relax, and go to Matlips again. I have to find some metals. Okay, here I found metals. Step called data format found. The file may have been saved with the previous release. Okay, no problem. Just open it. I don't care about anything. How you open it? Let's see what it has in the tools. I think this it has some like metal brass or whatever. Like for example, metal copper is looking pretty much awesome. I have decided to apply this one, metal copper. Chrome will be good also, like steel one. Sample metal. So I have selected that copper is looking good. I'm going to select that. So I just see if it's how it's moved. It's one object. Also this one. Okay, that's nice. Just simply apply material on it. Okay, looking pretty good. I need some changing in it. I could apply the same material to that one. Okay, but that should be convert to editable poly, so I could select it. I think it's just like one object. It has not much things, like not much polygon in it, so I could apply the same material to it, or I could differentiate a little bit with this code one gold. Okay, so that's how you paint all your scene pretty much by applying the material, going to matlib folder and selecting the material which you want to apply, and just keeping watching the catalog of video material preset, and whichever material you like, you just need to remember the name of it, and you also have to remember the main category of this material. For example, this is plastics. You have to remember you have to set the material plastic from the matlips folder, and then you have to select which one is you going to use. For example, you going to use plastic 04, so you have to just next one is to from subcategory you have to select the plastic 041 or whichever material catch your eyes, and then you simply have to you can drag on these objects, or depends on your objects. If it is in a layer, you can just apply on it's one. For example, this all plank, and this all planks are in one layer, so you just have to select one plank and you apply on it, and when you apply on one plank, it apply already on all objects. So it depends on your objects or your selection. So just need to apply assign materials to all the you're just like same like I did. And when we talk about the rendering, I'm not going to talk about the rendering because rendering is another subject, so I will discuss this later, but I give you a little short of how it looks uh, when it has how it's look when it has applied the material on it. Okay, for example, I place here a skylight here, so it look a little brighter. Good. So I'm going to hit render. So it's not about pretty much about rendering tutorial because it was just about the applying material tutorial. So let's see how our rendering looks like after applying the materials, because maybe my site is pretty much high valued. So I'm going to apply render without any light. So yeah, I have just a little bit idea that how your scene will be look in the final rendering picture. Okay, let it be rendered, just you have to wait. So see you in the when the final rendering is done. Okay guys, our final render image is ready. So you can see pretty much grass with bump and pretty much all the materials are applied, like here, and the gold material we applied, and here we applied the brass, and here we applied the brick material, some bricks, and some plank, wooden plank. And here so we applied the wood. So it's just like a basics that how you apply the material by selecting the from the material. Advanced vray, exterior and interior rendering tutorial will become for the entire our advanced tutorials. So you have to just wait a little bit for that. So it's pretty much done right now. So see you guys in the other videos. So like and share and subscribe to my channel for more things, and because these are tutorials are for the basics who are just new, who just stepped into the 3D Max or 3Ds. So these tutorials are for very helpful for them. And the next tutorial will be for a little bit advanced for advanced users. So just wait for them, and thanks again for watching, and please subscribe to channel. Thanks.